What's up, guys? Doing a little video. A lot of things I gotta talk about. Went out last weekend to run the cars and very disappointed. That 10PX I have, I tried hooking up multiple range extenders to it, bought tons of different kind of plugs for it, and I just can't get it to go. I have zero range with it, so I put it back to stock. Let me grab it real quick. I put it back to stock and put the original antenna back on it, and it works fine. I get tons of range. As soon as I put the range extender, it's not working. I have range extenders on Sanwas, my Futaba 4PXs, 3PMs, 4PMs, and I just don't understand what's going on with it. Why I have no range. So I don't know what to do. I went all the way out to the spot just to find out I didn't have any range, and that wasn't cool. It was a long trip out there for nothing. Lots of charging batteries. Had to come home and discharge all these batteries, and was a bummer. Wish it would have never happened, but it did, so oh well. But I bought some other plugs. Hopefully I can get that going. If not, then I'm just going to use the 4PX that or 4PKS-R that I've always used, and see where we can go with that. So sorry, I hit the bipod here. Just soldering up some batteries, some extra batteries this weekend, and thinking about a lot of things. So you know, I made a Facebook post, and I think a lot of people thought I was full of it. You know, I see all these guys, don't matter who they are. Oops, that fell off there. Usually I leave that piece on. Don't matter who they are. They get in this RC game and they want to give everything away, and you know, I'm gonna get everybody to 150, and then I'm gonna get everybody to 170, and as soon as they hit big numbers, they stop giving out information. But they used to always give us shit when they were still at 120 or whatever, that we weren't giving up the information that they needed. You know, we were holding the hobby back because we weren't giving out information. But now that they're fast, they don't want to give out information. And it just blows my mind. So I figure this year I'm gonna do something a little different. If you buy from, and actually I'm gonna do something like one of my competitors does, and if you buy from Flowpack RC, on our website we're going to have a forum page, and when you buy you'll get a code. Basically that's going to be your password to get in. It only works for one IP address, so whatever device you decide to use, that's all it's going to work for. You're not going to be able to use your wife's computer and her tablet or whatever. You'll be able to use your phone. That's it. It's going to be a forum site, and basically on this forum site I'm going to be revealing everything that I do, every setup I have, everything. And if you've supported Flowpack and you do support Flowpack, it'll be on there. I didn't realize my website had a forum section, but I guess I'm not like that technical savvy type of guy, you know. So put this to the side for a minute. So a lot of my competitors are people out there selling. They do the same thing. They wanted their batteries to get big, so they got someone that's fast, and when you buy their batteries you get gearing, you got everything. And they used to do that with cat packs, and I never got involved with that. I was always the kind of guy that if you work hard you'll get what you need. But you know, I guess I just don't care anymore. I think that everybody needs to be at a even playing field again. Back in the day it was who can get to 70 miles per hour, then it was who can get to 100 miles per hour, then it was who can get to 150. And I remember there was a handful of guys at 150. I think like Vincent Pace, Phil Jolly, Jagoria, only a handful, maybe two handfuls of people. When I hit 150, it was an elite class. And then when you hit 170, you were talking about Mike Powell, and that was it. Nobody else. And now it seems like there's people all over. There's people above 200. There's people a lot of people in the 200s. And if you look at their cars, they all look the same. Every one of them looks the same. And it's a shame you know. I think it's a shame. Some people think, you know, you're tripping, dude. It's fine. Have your own style. If you want to be that guy that gets everything handed to you, by all means, go for it. I'm not going to rag on you, dude. That's your thing. But me, I want to earn it. So I am going to be giving up all my information. I'm talking about ESC, motor, gearing, everything. To a T, my fluids, everything. You go on that forum, you'll see everything. You support FlowPack, you'll see everything. The reason I'm doing it that way is because I just don't want any Joe Schmo on the street that, you know, has been dogging me for years or avoiding me because of what people say, or, you know, like all the fake rumors out there that was started by Hydroponics Onyx, I think it was. It said TP motors will no longer sell to Jason. New motors will no longer sell to Jason. Jason's not sponsored by nobody. They have more rumors. It's ridiculous, man. None of it's true. None of it's true. I actually went on the arrma forum. Oh, well, someone told me that. Well, don't run your mouth if you don't know what you're talking about. So I can buy any TP motor I want. Supposedly I couldn't buy any TP motors. Candy and me are cool. We have no issues. Me and New, we have no issues. The people over there are great. Me and Matrix have no issues. Me and I didn't even, when I was getting batteries from SMC, I never dogged SMC out when I left to do my own thing. I never dogged Roaring Top out. You won't see one post of me bashing either one of them. They supported me. They backed me up, and, you know, I'm here to back them. So one thing I want to talk about real quick. Got this new motor here. It's got a 5mm shaft on it. Most of us run 8mm shafts now, right? This one I was just taking apart for cleaning. Well, you can't go put an 8mm shaft on a 5mm pinion. So, or vice versa. And like I said, most of us are running 8mm. Most of us run 8mm now. We don't run 5mm. Plus 5mm shafts are most motors nowadays, Castle and stuff, all use 8mm. Arrma gears, Saga gears, 8mm is where it's at. So we came up with a little 5mm to 8mm adapter. Slide that in there, slide it to 5mm. Now you're perfectly balanced. It's not going to throw you off like the old cheap. You guys remember the 3mm to the 5mm ones? I hated those things. They would wobble so much. These things are perfectly straight. You're not going to have any issues. I'm running them in a lot of my cars this year, just because I still have a lot of stuff with 5mm shafts on it. So those are on the website. 5mm, 8mm adapters. That way you can run them, your 5mm shaft motors on an 8mm pinion. You don't have to buy two different kind of pinions. Of course, always support Saga Custom RC. It's the last gear you're going to buy. They're very, very strong. You can buy generic gears from other companies, and you'll end up buying them again once they strip out. Buy from Saga, get the real deal. Buy only from Saga. There's a lot of people out there that claim to have Saga gears, and they're not. They're not Saga gears. So, let me move this to the side. What else was there? So, I talked about the forum. The new V2 batteries are out. They're the same thing. I'm not changing a thing because they work perfect. And you'll see this year. This year I'm really focused on cars. I got a lot of new stuff, and cars are going to be my focus. Let's talk about the next subject. So, oh, can't see that one yet. Hold on. That one's got to be another video. We have a BSR. We have a GRP. We have a GQ. Very good brand. GQ was around a long time ago, 5, 6, 10 years ago. Arthur Solaris, I hope I say his name right, from Australia, put GQ on the map. They're Australian made tires. They're very, very good. The wheels are very, very good. They're not as spongy as a BSR. And now let's go to the flow foams. So when I had these foams made, I wanted to give a shout out to the guy that hooked me up with GQ in Australia, but he didn't want any publicity, I guess you could say. And you know, it is what it is. So these foams here are the same size rim. That's the reason I went with these rims. They're the same size rim as the GQs. GQ and these flow foams, I guess we'll call them, or just flow pack foam tires, are the same size rim as a GRP. Okay? BSR is bigger than a GRP wheel. This BSR has been trued down to be the same size as this wheel here. Exact same size across. See? Exact same. No difference. Exact same. That's how much you had to take off the BSR to get it to be, there's hardly any foam there. Smaller is better, right? As far as speed running. These tires, I don't know the composition of a BSR tire, but these are a 40-60 blend. It's going to be 40% rubber, 60% foam. A lot of companies use 50-50. I don't know what Gone Bananas uses, but GQ tires have always been great. They're just really hard to get here. So the GQ, as you can see, has a lot more foam on it than, let's say, the BSR. BSR has a thin layer of foam. You can see that I'm pushing all the way to the wheel. Thin layer of foam. Has a lot more. It's because the wheel's smaller. Smaller wheel equals more power. So I only have 50 sets of these guys, and that's including the next ones I'm going to show. Only 50 sets, and then they're going to go on pre-order after that if you want some. Take about 2 to 3 weeks to get them. These are the ones that I wanted. I got custom made. These are strictly for the speed and drag guys, you know, the bash guys, whatever. You can use those other ones. They're cut down a lot thinner, as you can see. Maybe you can't see. Hold on. See if I can zoom in a little bit. All right, so like a standard BSR or a standard GQ or even a GRP, I think they're like 41 millimeter width. Might be a little more or less. I've never measured the GRP, honestly. I know the GQ and the BSR are like 41 or 42 or might even be 40. These ones are trued down to 34 millimeter. They're a lot skinnier, so they won't have any flex. Little bit of flex, but not much. So compared to like a GQ, which is basically what this tire, I don't want to say what it is, but took off like 8 millimeter. It's hard to see on the camera there. Something like that. You can see the difference in size there. A lot skinnier. Very good foam composite. They're low profile. I didn't want ones with tons of meat on them. Speedrunners, we tend to true them down anyways. I'll show you guys real quick. Some brand new BSRs here. So there's a brand new BSR. Look at all that meat on there. Some people like it. They say, you know, if they're not serious about speedrunning, they want more life to their tires. But honestly, I found out that you don't get more life because they'll chunk easier when there's a lot more meat on there. So this is stock BSR. Here's one that's trued down to be the same size as this one here. As you can see, I'll put it in front of it. Quite a bit off there. So again, we'll put these ones next to each other so you can see the same size. Trued down. See how much meat's gone? There's like no tire to it at all. All the way down. I had to ruin a BSR to do this video, guys. Thanks. But this still has meat on there. Still has quite a bit. Because it's a smaller rim. That's what I wanted. Smaller rim. Give you more speed, guys. So that's why these guys are truing down their tires. The guys are all 200 miles per hour and stuff like that. I could have swore I did that last year. my videos when I was in the 180s and no one else was, but I'm just rambling. So yeah, there's like 50 sets of these. They're going to come two different ways. You're going to get the ones that are slimmed down for speed running. I mean, I don't know. I guess they would work for drag. Less drag for drag. These ones are trued down. These ones are not. These are going to be the same size as the BSRs as far as width, but they are a low profile. So here's a stock one of these, not cut down, and here's a stock BSR. See this difference in size there? That's huge. Let me just get, I don't know if I have a digital caliper in here. Let's see if I have anything that I can get. Let's see, move this a little bit, that I can get some kind of measurement. Some kind of measurement, I don't know. Oh, we got a ruler right here. That might work. So we'll do centimeters. So I believe BSR 1, 105, 104, 10.5 centimeters, so like 104 millimeter, guys. Or with these ones are going to be about 90. About 90. So 90 millimeter, trued down. And that's, you know, like I said, if you were to take this BSR and true it down to 90, that's what you're left with. You can see that up close, hopefully. Let me get some light on that. There's like nothing, hardly there. Had to get down to the nitty gritty of it. There's where it must have been a chunk or something there. But there's like nothing left. From this to that to get to 90. From this to that to get to 90. Still have quite a bit. And it's got tons of traction, guys. BSR, they're really good. Just like these GQs, man. Really a good thing. And they're the same. Okay. Same amount of meat as a GQ will from Australia. Like I said, I tried to get them over here years ago, and it's really hard to import them. So one thing I wanted to do, man, is I'm not trying to like come up on nobody here. I don't want to be that guy that just because I have them, I can charge outrageous prices and stuff like that. Put my BSRs away when I'm talking. So I know BSRs are getting ridiculous. Like these ones take $38.99 a set. It's getting to be ridiculous. It's crazy. I think there's a company that does sell GQs, and they're same price, $37.99. Plus they charge like $15 or $20 shipping. It's one of those companies. You know of them out there. There's those companies that have a lot of speedrun parts, but they want to charge an outrageous amount for shipping. So for these ones right here, these are going to be, they're low profile. They're cut down from the factory to be skinnier. I don't know if you guys can see that. See how much skinnier they are. Basically, you have a little bit of flex on these. Okay, every wheel does. Cuts down a lot of the flex. You got the BSR here. It's got flex. All wheels, you know, we've been cutting them down for years. I wasn't the first one to do it. I'm not going to claim I was the first one to do it. We've been cutting them down to real skinny, super skinny. Here, let me get you one. I tried them out last year, and they performed really well. So this is beforehand. Big old one that we had made for the felony. Here's a stock wheel. See how much bigger they are? And then these are the ones that we had from this, trued down to this. Now I tried chewing them myself. They don't come out perfect. You know, you can see the lines in there from where I tried to mark them, you know, and then true them down. It's a hell of a difference though right there. Got rid of a lot of rotational mass with this big old tire. Not trying to step on Gone Bananas or BSR or any of them. I'm still going to run these tires this year. Great tires, don't get me wrong. I like BSR. Rick's a really good guy. I have a bunch of sets of Gone Bananas here. I still have Jim Wiggs wig splitters. I bought these off from years ago. XL1 foams. I don't know if they're still even any good. Got the Kyo shows. Still going to be running these, but I'm going to be running mostly these new Flow tires. And let me get back to price real quick. So these are going to be $89.95 for one tire. And these are going to be $125.95 for one tire. And if you get a pack of two, just joking with you guys, I'm not here to rip nobody off. You know, flow packs, I really haven't changed my prices since day one. I've gone up a little bit, but I try to think of the normal person out there when I'm running my stuff. And that's why this year I'm going to be sharing a lot of the stuff I'm doing. There's my gearing right there. I do have a 35 tooth gear on there with a 33 tooth spur gear. So we'll see what it does. Back to the prices. Sorry. Stock ones, uncut, low profile, I think they're $32. And the ones that are cut, skinnier, are going to be $35. The only reason the skinnier ones are more expensive, some guys might say, well, I'm getting less material, whatnot. It costs me to have them cut these down. It's not free. I can't just say, hey, I want this and give it to me for free. I have to pay them for that. So that being said, they're going to be a little more. And you know what? I was actually thinking of just staggering them. Putting a skinny one in the front, or in the front, put the skinnier one and put the bigger one in the back and see how that does. It's not sliding on all the way right now, but see how it does and see how it acts. Or maybe I'll just put the yeah, the 12 or the 17s are a little tight, which is a good thing, because then they're not going to strip on you. What the hell's going on here? Almost there. There we go. That was crazy tight. Like I said, oh, that one's not. Oh, a piece of plastic in there. So yeah, the skinnies I think are going to do real good. I think they're going to perform really well. And we'll see. I know they look good. They look pretty clean. They look just like the Matrix. If any of you run the Matrix foams, you'll know what I'm talking about. Man, that looks ugly with it all lifted up like that, huh? There we go. There we go. Suck it up in there. But there you go, guys. Like I said, I'm not trying to make it rich, but I want to give you guys a good tire, a good option for tires. I know there's a lot of people driving those Vendettas right now. The Vendettas have those tiny little wheels, you know, so you really don't want to put a big old huge BSR on there. It just looks stupid. You can probably get the low profile ones somewhere. I remember Hobby Heroes had low profile BSRs. I bought those up like no tomorrow. They had the cool wheels on them. The 5-spoke wheels really look clean. So yeah, I'm gonna throw these on here in a little bit, have some good tires to run, and I'll put the first 50 sets, 100 tires total, sorry. I have 50 full sets of 4. After that, they're gonna go on pre-sale, and it'll be about 2 weeks before you see them, but there's no limit. Actually, let me take that back. There's going to be a limit of like 5 full sets, guys. Just because I want everybody to get some. I don't want someone hoarding all of them, or some company coming in and buying them all up and then raising the prices and selling them to you guys for $40 a piece. So, trying to do something. $32 for they're still low profile. Still, these will be great for drag racing. So, this shore that I picked right here is a true 35 shore. That's what I wanted to start with. And next order, I think I'm going to go up to a 45. See if they got a 45. I don't even know if they can make something that thick. I believe these GQs actually were 45s. They're kind of a hard foam, so I think they do. We're going to go check with them and see what they can do. Try to get some really hard ones, but I think these 35s will do real good. There's still a lot of cushion for drag racers. I think the skinny or the wide will be good for drag and speed runs. So guys, check them out on Flowpack RC right after this video. Stay blessed. Check out the 5 to 8 millimeter thing. Also, we have some new tires coming, guys. We got some cool rubbers coming. Can't show you those ones yet, but when we were making them, we thought, well, why is there GRP have belting right here at the bottom? That don't make sense. All this rubber, all this meat up here, and there's no belting. It's all at the bottom. Why is that? That makes no sense to me. It just like these big tires right here with BSR, there's so much rotational mass. It's so easy for chunks to come out of them. It's just not, I don't understand it. So what we said is, why don't we put belting at 3 millimeter, and then why don't we put another one at 5 millimeter? make it 6mm rubber, and that way there's dual belted. There's 2 spots where there's belts on the inside. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys, stay blessed. Check out Flowpack RC for the batteries, and then stay tuned for the forum part of the website coming up soon. Thank you, guys. Stay blessed. Want to say something real quick. Hopefully, I don't know if anybody out there will hear this right now, but I send my blessings and my prayers to Israel, man. I can't imagine what you guys are going through over there. You guys stay blessed and take them dudes out. So, peace. I'm out.